Immediately.
Welcome. How's it going?
Just a spite show. I didn't talk immediately. Welcome to Nerd Talk, everyone. I'm Sidokens. This is...
I'm Brad.
I was going to say...
I'm Brad.
Yep.
I'm Brad.
Ooh,
hey.
what is it? I haven't heard it yet.
It's Brad Samosa. Because he's Samoan.
Wow.
I can go with that, I guess.
That's just kind of mean.
I mean, it was originally Rad Samosa, so...
There we go. I can go by Rad.
I
can go by Rad.
And I'm John over in the social media corner tonight. I'll be talking about all your cool stuff that you're going to say to us.
I'm not exiled tonight.
Yay.
I'm not in exile. I chose to be over here.
You start off exiled, Mike, so...
Mike, you just want to get punched in the face, don't you?
There we go again.
We have a very interesting...
He wants to be in a...
Why is it so violent
I no longer have access to the taser that I thought I might have access to, so...
I'll buy one. Actually, I'll borrow one.
Nobody's donated money for that, though. Oh, someone owes $1.
Who owes me $1?
That's Brad.
Oh,
I already
dollar.
paid you $1 for that drink I had last week.
Dollar makes you holla.
Caught
I'll pay you $1.
Caught
Meet me outside after.
lacking.
Brad's going to make it rain.
I only got $10, so.
You can get away with it. You can get a lot for $10 now.
Especially in
saying.
Pasco County.
Yes, Pasco County. And I got teeth. Oh!
Wow.
Well, did you see some Virginia county is ahead of us? They elected a goat to be their mayor. Just
Can
this
you
week.
believe that?
That would
Right?
still be a better mayor than
Yeah.
Fort Ritchie.
I'm saying.
That's
Yeah, ours was on the
mean.
news, so, I mean...
Yeah.
Goat would probably be the next choice, right?
There's the one city. Oh God, what is it? They've re-elected this dog the last like 9
Yeah.
years. They just don't even care. They're like, nah, like the dog. They're like, we're a small little town of 500 plus people. We don't actually need any kind of. We come together as a group at town hall meetings. Still, they're like, what town do you know actually has town hall meetings? I'm like, well, like 7 or 8 people show up, and they're like, it's a monthly thing. We all show up, we discuss what we're doing for the town, and then all go home. It's just like, okay, well,
It's their party every week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's-
exactly. It's a monthly party.
There's a town that has a cat as a mayor, too, which is totally a town that I want to live in.
I would go to that town.
Except there's snow there, I think. That's
I can just
Snow.
imagine, like, the decree is you must once a day push something off someone else's desk.
So Bree Larlin wants to know how your
Something
trip
off a
was.
table. It was awesome.
No, that doesn't have a cap
We were
on
out
it.
in the sun all the time for like 3 days straight. It was fantastic.
Really?
Canoes and boating trip, and we went out to the woods and we broke everything we took out.
God.
Cool.
I think it's a good sign of a trip.
It really is.
Like,
It
I
super
broke
is.
everything. Nice.
And the only daily driver of the group actually was able to drive home, so like it's a win-win. Everything was
Total
good.
win-win.
Yeah.
Did you get
It's great.
stuck?
No, I did not get stuck.
No, I'm
Tommy,
saying, did anyone get stuck?
Oh, yes. No,
to the
that's-
point of, like, no getting them out, though.
yeah, Tommy got stuck. I couldn't pull him out. His Jeep's lighter than mine. I couldn't pull him out because he was buried too much. They had 3 side-by-sides with winches on the front. All 3 at the same time tried to pull him out. No go. Started pulling the side-by-sides towards him, and he's a little CJ5. It's not
Hey, we
real
have a
heavy.
new guy tonight, John
It's a
Reichert.
really small
He said,
thing.
OMG.
And,
Must be looking at Bree.
Oh, what?
I don't know.
and he ended up getting pulled out by like a half-ton Chevy or something. Pulled him out when I was not there. I didn't get
Should have
to
called
witness
me. I'd have pulled
I
him
love,
out.
I love the stories where you're hanging out with your friends and they're like, yeah, he's like, I got stuck at the, got stuck in the mud pits this weekend. It's like, oh, that's cool, man. It's like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, did you get it out? And he goes, no, it's why I had to Uber here. And I'm like, oh, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
we've never
where is
been
it? And he
that
goes, he's like, I can see the antenna still. And I'm just like, what happened?
Yeah, no, it wasn't that bad.
He's like, so come to find out, he's like, I found the bottom of the pit.
Oh.
He's like, it's a little taller than I thought it was. And I'm just like, Brian, like, you can't do that. And he goes, oh, he's like, it's there. He's like, we gotta go back this weekend and dig it out. And I'm just like, oh,
That's awful.
sounds like a pain.
Yeah,
I
Tommy
felt
broke the
bad.
hell out of his Jeep. He busted the front driver's hub, and then the drive shaft is completely separated.
We
expensive.
went up to Croom. Like,
Drive shaft?
Oh, no, it's just the U-joints.
Oh,
The
okay.
U-joints all ripped, and the straps for the U-joints. Yeah, so he fixed that.
we went up to Croom up in Brooksville, and there's this big sand pit, and it has like 2 like clay pits in the back that people just had to avoid because it's a pain in the ass. And we're going to the pits, and we just see this kid sitting like squatting bull in the clay, and I'm just like, the hell's that kid doing over there?
So
Pooping.
Steve Bartlett
we
said-
ride over, and it's just his handlebars coming out, and he's like, and we hear sniffling as it gets closer. We're like, "Young other buddy," goes, "No," and I'm just like, "Oh no!" I hop off. I walk to the edge of the pit, and I'm like, What's the size of it?" He goes, "It's a 450," and I'm just like, "And you're stuck." I'm like, "Wait." I'm like, "I'll go get." I'm like, "Have you called anybody yet?" And he goes, "No." And we drove over and got a hold of Kroom's like wreck department, and they're like, "We'll come over and pull him up."
So
This
Steve
Jeep
Bartlett
comes
online
flying
said,
out.
"Hey,
He's like, "I'll get him out." I'm like, "Oh."
Dylan. So
What?
how can this be
Don't
nerd
sentence.
talk when wearing an Vengeance sevenfold is extremely cool? I don't know.
Because nerds are extremely cool. Simple as that. There's no
Obviously.
hesitation. And Avenged Sevenfold is a fantastic band.
Well, what defines a
Yeah.
nerd?
Somebody who's super passionate about something.
No, that's not true. You're just super passionate about something.
Or about
That's not a nerd.
movies, video games,
Nerds are nerds.
niche things.
We're a whole
maybe
different world.
The different things,
Right.
like the more
Like,
I mean, if
safe
you-
sex.
super specific
if you-
things. Yeah, exactly.
If
like
you
I
nerdy,
find that stuff cool.
Ford from World
I
of
say,
Warcraft.
Yeah.
If you go
Or
by
Call
Rhett
of
and
Duty.
Link's like whole definition thing they made, they're just like, they're like, your geeks are your D&D players, your comic book readers. It's basically everything that's uncool about being a nerd that we think is still cool. That's what the geek has become, and then the nerd is just kind of like anyone who's joined in the pop culture in the last 10 years. It's just like, yeah, man, we're nerds. It's just like. You wore a Doctor Strange shirt. I asked you who they were, and they're like, my favorite DC character right here, and I cringed. I literally died. Like I felt a piece of my soul get snipped off, and I went. I'm like, you see, the gas wasn't me going, me too. It was me going, you are an awful person, and that's just kind of the only way I can.
We can't be friends.
I've had a few people. They're just
I
like,
don't
like,
like you.
oh, we went out to a restaurant, and I was wearing my Deathstroke hat at the time, and the guy goes, "Oh," he's like, "Have you seen the new movie?" And I went, and I thought, me being the geek I am, I immediately went, "Oh," I'm like, he's talking about the very end scene of the Justice League where you see Deathstroke and Joe Manganiello. I'm like, yeah, I did. I'm like, he was awesome. I'm like, I can't wait for more. And it's like, I'm thinking about taking my daughter to it. He's like, he's like, she's a little young though. Is she okay with the humor of it? And I'm like, and I out loud went, well, Justice League's kind of a dark movie. And my mom looked at me and went, and I went,
Oh.
Deadpool 2 was fine. Ryan Reynolds is funny. How old's your daughter? 11. Probably not. I'd say give another year or two. And he goes, okay, good choice. And he walks away, and I'm like, I hate everything. I'm going home. I don't want to be here. I got confused already. My character came first. My character is 8 years older than him. It's very, very upsetting.
So what are we talking about tonight?
Well, right now we're talking about Deathstroke and awkward waiters with awkward moments with the waiters. But we have a handful of things tonight. We have a few new game stuff that's coming out over the next few days / weeks. Devil May Cry came out last night.
Midnight?
Yeah, midnight.
I stayed up late to play that just for you guys back at home, so I can provide you with some content. Sekiro is coming out on the 22nd. I think it's not next Thursday.
Nope,
but
Friday.
The one after. Yeah,
Friday after.
Thursday midnight for me.
I don't know if they're doing a midnight release for that though.
Steam will unlock
Steam
it at
will.
11 o'clock
Yeah.
at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time.
So still Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still Friday. It's just Friday morning at 12 a.m. in which that's where I'll do all my recording again. Fun. From then on, I know World of Warcraft as of next Tuesday we'll have more stuff. I'll have more for that next week on Friday. I'll go through all of that because we have new races and whatnot that we're going to go into. But I'm not going to go into all that now because that would take up a good chunk of the show. And that's not what we're here for. Sticking right alongside with the Devil May Cry theme, we have the new Hellboy trailer, which looks like a lot of fun. We have both of them, I believe, if I checked earlier. And then Bree over here finished Umbrella Children.
Umbrella Academy. And I have more questions than answers.
Because
many more.
what an ending.
And then
Yeah.
Boss Tech's going to talk about why did Netflix produce two movies identically? The Order and The Magicians. And when I get there, you'll understand what I'm saying.
I'm
The
excited for
main
the
actor
order.
looks like he could be the brother to the guy off of the Magicians.
Yep.
He looks like his brother, his younger brother.
Have you seen the movie Ginger Snaps?
Yeah.
One of the girls from that is in the order. She's a star
Yeah,
character.
it's the
Isabella.
star from that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Isabella.
Where'd you go with that, Bree?
Ginger snaps.
It's when Tommy loses his temper. Sorry, Tommy. Love you, bud. You're just not here.
It took
Right?
it took him 4 months to like the Facebook page, to log onto his Facebook and like the page, and now he's like, I have more reason to go unlike it now.
He's not even on Facebook, so it's okay.
There you go. He's gonna go onto yours and unlike it.
Right.
Ha! Showed you.
His cousin was in town, and I think she's watching. Hi, Heather, by the way. And she has red hair, and he's got his red beard, and he was wearing a hat, and we walked into some restaurant, and they're like, hey, it's the Ginger. Oh, there's two of you. And they're like,
Is it one of those things where, like, if you take the bottom half of his face and the top half of hers and put them together, you get like a weird troll-looking thing?
I've never tried that. I don't know.
You get a complete
person.
You can do that with like. Apparently, you can do that with like with twins, even if they're female and male. Like you can just. Take,
Oh, they
like,
don't
the
look
lower.
that similar.
Oh, well, that's disappointing.
They just have similar colored hair, but only his beard is red. Anyways, his hair is blonde.
Yeah, you take
He
the
is
lower half
super
of
blonde.
the lower half of his face and the upper half of hers, and it's like, oh, you get a complete person, a weird-looking person, but a complete person.
No, I don't think so, because she looks more like her mom.
I've seen it with twins, and I'm just like, that's actually eerie. Like I actually
Yeah,
can't.
That's kind of creepy.
I'm like, it actually looks like a full person because why is your bone structure the same? Like,
That's weird. It's weird when they cut people's faces in half sideways and smush them together too. That's super fun. Have you ever seen that? Or when they cut it in half and then do a mirror image and make you look what you would look like if you were symmetrical.
almost- yeah.
And it's awful.
Like what they
It
do
is
with Face
so
Off?
bad. Yes.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
it's one of my gripes with the Mission Impossible movies is you'll never see Tom Cruise smile straight at the camera because he's not symmetrical, because he has a tooth in the center. And I think
So he was really good in Vanilla Sky because he was all crooked.
yeah, there you go. The thing is, like, every angle they had him at is always at like a different angle. It's like there's one thing where like someone caught him on the red carpet and he went, and I'm like, your tooth really is in the middle. You don't have two front teeth. You have one, and all of your teeth have moved to the center. And he's just like,
That's what Invisalign will do for you.
Invisalign.
never smile again. And I'm just like, you're pearly whites, but you're missing one, aren't you? you're missing
Well,
the
yeah,
showstopper.
but the Church of Scientology probably didn't have the best dentists.
We will cure that massive ass gap in your teeth. Just you watch.
Ooh.
Hey, Hunter Jen is watching, and so is Jennifer Parker.
Hunter who?
Hunter, you're
I
watching
know.
the show.
We used to
Good.
have I used to know a guy named Hunter Jen, but I think it's a different guy now.
Hunter.
He used to do a show called Tech Warped.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Now he just wants to move to Orlando and be some
Hunter, I
hyped up
gotta talk to
producer.
you
Host.
tonight. Believe it or not, actually.
What?
Yeah,
I
what?
gotta talk to Hunter. That's what I'm telling you. This is my way of telling Hunter I have to talk to him without actually messaging him and saying, "Hey, I gotta talk to you," because Hunter has this really bad idea of sitting on Facebook even though it tells me he's active, he's like, "No, I'm not active. I left my phone on." And I'm just like, right, just like with the message or the post. Only certain friends can see this.
Oh,
Michael Stanley
yes.
and Dylan
And it was
Gadsden.
only
And I'm
us.
just like,
We
I
saw
wonder
that.
why. It was a simpler time. It was a simpler time. Facebook is great. Man, I love it. The fact that it sent us a notification
Only
saying,
that we could
hey,
see it.
It's like, hey man, it's like this friend has made a post that only you can see, and I went, well, that's really weird. I'm like, click on that. Huh?
Hey, say hi
What
to
does that have to do
Zuli.
with anything?
Hey, Zuli.
Zuli's awesome. She's the person that makes our stuff.
Actually, I ran into her at the state fair.
Did
the
you
other
hit on
month.
her?
No, I
I
didn't.
mean, you didn't hit on her, did you?
No, I didn't hit on
Are
her.
you sure?
I was
Because
polite.
you're a perv.
I was polite.
Somebody needs to punch you in the face. Just
It's a
saying.
yikes for me, folks. So, all right, where are we starting, boys?
Bree.
And
Yes.
female.
$20 if you punch him in the face.
That's why I didn't sit over there this
No, I don't think I need $20 that bad.
$100
It's like $200 I might.
$100.
Now, hold on.
Holy hell!
Now, hold on.
Do it for 200, and we'll split it.
No, I'm not splitting that.
That's true.
$200.
week. To redo her hand.
What? It's all mush.
I don't have to hit him hard.
That's right.
Oh, see, that's the definition.
She's a
there.
Jeep
Hit him in
girl.
the face. Okay.
Anyway. Oh, Hunter said he'd do it for free. Come on up, Hunter.
Hunter's just like, hold on.
Hunter, I
This is
dare you.
privilege.
Actually, I double dog dare you, Hunter.
Double dog dare you. You can't. You can't ignore that.
That's right.
What are we
That's
going
super
into?
serious.
By schoolyard rules, you can't.
Since we
can't
missed
say no to
Hellboy
that.
last week.
Yeah, so we can start with
let's go ahead
Hellboy
and start with
because we meant to cover it last week. We had a technical issue that did not allow us called Facebook.
All right, Rob,
tentacle
put up
issue?
this four. Put
Technical
up the
issue.
4 box. So here's what I did. So I went. I
That's an
literally.
issue for later on tonight.
So I downloaded them and I checked them to make sure they work, and they do work. Now what I did is I got trailer 1 from the original, and then I got the new trailer.
Sweet.
Yeah. So go ahead, Rob, and let's play the first trailer. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're gonna make them. We're gonna see what's different.
I know, because we're special.
Prevails. An ancient evil has returned, greater than any the world has ever known.
60 years ago, they tried to destroy the world. They're back.
Now, one secret government agency
Welcome to the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense.
has been called upon
Hellboy.
to stand against them.
There are things that go bump in the night. And we are the ones who bump back.
Are you gonna be okay?
How big can it be? Didn't I kill you already?
We're heading towards civilians!
Destroy them!
You should be running.
It's coming for us! Hellboy.
Second date, no tongue.
Is the audio on?
Interview about that
my
last
God.
week.
Yeah, the last award show.
Make sure
she
the
was
audio's
Susan
hot.
McCain.
Yeah, we're back, guys.
Yeah.
We know.
So I liked the Ron Perlman. Let's go to a 4 box. I
really like. Ron
like
Perlman.
Ron
Perlman was
Perlman
awesome.
more than I like.
Well, that's great because we have MegaCon news. As we
No,
shared.
we're getting ready to watch the new trailer.
Yeah,
to compare
no,
these.
We're talking about Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron Perlman's gonna be at
He'll be at
MegaCon. this year.
MegaCon.
What's MegaCon?
Listen, there's not a
He
lot.
almost lost it.
There's not a lot of lines that I'll sit in and hang out in to pay $35 to have someone sign something. But Ron Perlman, I might just have to. Only the fact of not only does that, but he's also the classic, the famous now phrase. War never changes from the Fallout series.
Right.
So he's a huge influence. I also loved him in Pacific.
So hold on. I have a question for our TD. Why does Brad and Dylan get 2 shots? What's up with that?
You say Brad and Dylan. It's not me. It's
No.
Mike.
It's just Brad that gets 2 shots.
Yeah,
And
we
Mike.
do.
Oh,
Two
look at
of
that.
you-
That's awesome.
That's 2 of
Well,
you
I
that
like
are blind
Brad.
monkeys.
As long as it's not okay. Oh, that's a good
So
idea.
Ron
Okay,
Perlman
so anyway,
actually met
back to
him
Ron.
at DreamCon
You guys are blind
many
monkeys,
years
I swear
ago.
that because you're like, look, we had 2 shots. I'm like, that's you and Mike, and he goes, oh yeah, and then you do the exact same thing. I'm just like, huh.
Oh, wait a minute. So I have a
Well,
good
it's 'cause
comment
you're
from the back.
blind
So
All
blind.
hipsters look the same.
Do not insult me by saying that I look like Mike.
Oh, God, no.
Thank you very much.
No, because he doesn't have a neck beard.
Yeah, you're right.
He's got that Amish beard going on. You should talk like Yoda.
My teeth don't look like a train wreck though. So
Oh, wow.
Punches flying today. You gotta be throwing the money at it, buddy.
Mike, don't let it get to you. Your entire country
I sell dental insurance, so I can get my teeth
Your
fixed.
entire country is known for bad
But
teeth.
yet you spend your money on a laptop.
Oh, the new guy. Hammers away.
Who was calling who's? Never mind. What were you saying about kids earlier before the show?
Kids were awesome.
That was great.
Okay, so anyway, let's roll this. Let's roll the
can't actually
new
repeat that 'cause you didn't
2019
I didn't say anything bad.
trailer, Rob, before everybody gets
I
into a
need some ID,
throwdown.
love.
Are you serious?
He warned us that something was coming.
If there is ever an end in this forever war, it will be because of you and your strong right hand. I'm on your side!
Sorry, my bad.
We're the line in the sand. We fight against the forces of darkness. This is it.
We're expecting a sign that says secret headquarters.
Oi. I need some ID, love.
Are you serious? You made me a damn weapon. I just wanted to help you become the best you. Some dads get their kids Legos.
Haven't we got to be saving the world or something?
Does it do anything special?
Yeah. It smashes things real good. You are mankind's best and only hope.
I thought we were supposed to be fighting monsters, not working with them.
Who you calling monster, pal? You look in the mirror recently?
He's an asshole.
Sorry! I interrupt!
On the contrary, you've arrived just in time.
Oh, yeah.
4, and we're back. Hey, how about that?
She's absolutely
3, 2, 1.
fantastic.
And we're back.
She plays a villain so well too.
Yeah.
Because she's got that cold, like really, really cold.
I'll be
stare.
back.
Yeah.
What are you talking? Shut up. We're live. Stop being live while being live.
I'm being live while we're being live.
That,
That's bad
is that
etiquette.
live 2D?
Live 2D.
I'm a double live. That's really cool that I can do that.
So isn't the guy that does a new Hellboy at MegaCon this year too?
David
No.
Harbour.
David Harbour. He's here in Florida for something or another. I
But
don't
he's
know
not
what
at
it's-
MegaCon.
I was saying, I don't know if it's Mega or Tampa. It's or if it's SuperCon. It's one
There's
of
a
those.
convention coming up. He's
I don't
gonna
know,
be in
man.
town.
I have never been to SuperCon, but I see the ads and it's just like, oh yeah, half the cast of Ruby is coming, and I'm like, wow, I'm like that's impressive, and they're like, we got David Spade, and I'm like, what? He hasn't
Yeah,
done
I
anything
saw
in
that. I
like 4
was like,
years.
why?
What do you? And he's like, I don't know, man. It's like I guess people liked Grown Ups
Wait a
too. I'm like, we didn't.
Did you say that we're getting Rooster Teeth coming to MegaCon?
The
voice actors
the voice
for
actors of Ruby will be
Ruby.
here. Yes,
That's fine. That's even-
Barbara Lindsay.
Love Barbara.
They're missing one cast member though.
Which one is it? Do you know?
Vic.
Well, if Vic wasn't going to come anyway, I'm sure.
Well, we interviewed them last year.
We interviewed
Rooster Teeth.
some of Rooster Teeth. Yeah, so this is going to be the animated. the
John,
animated
Gus.
department. John, Gus, Blaine, and Jeff.
Awesome guys.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun. We also got to talk to Patrick a lot, which is really, really cool. This year is going to be Barbara Lindsay, and I hate myself for not knowing, but I don't actually know Blake's voice actor off the top of my head.
Well, I like their new.
I don't know if Genlock. Yeah,
I love Genlock.
I don't know if Michael's going to be there, who's the voice of Sun Wukong, but he might. I don't know. We have no confirmations or anything like that. He's super busy anyway though because they have Let's Play Live going on.
David Harbour is going to be at MegaCon, the new Hellboy.
Really?
Nice.
Yes,
There
he's
we go.
there. So they actually just announced too Zachary Levi, Shazam.
Ooh.
But I'm
Well, he
trying to find.
was announced a little while ago, but we're all under
Wait a second,
under the idea that he's going to Jason Momoa and Bale.
Boy, the whole cast from Boy Meets World.
Oh my God.
Hey, and
Winnie.
what's her name's going to be there? The blonde. Go down, go down, go down. No, down, right there.
Winnie
No,
Cooper.
no.
Yeah.
Down,
Oh.
right. No, down, right
Or
there.
down.
Oh,
Oh,
Pamela
Pamela
Anderson.
Anderson.
Hell yeah,
Oh, and
Pamela
Lana Parrilla.
Anderson.
Yeah,
Oh, Jason Momoa canceled. Bummer.
Yeah, go figure.
of course.
Right.
He's too busy.
Voice actors, that's what we
He's too
want.
busy.
Doing Aquaman.
Also, the cast from My Hero Academia.
Some of the English cast, yeah, is going to be here,
We're
which is going to
looking-
be
Ruby,
super,
Lindsay
super cool.
Jones.
Yep.
Kara Eberl.
That's Blake.
Okay.
I'm most positive.
Barbara.
The white-haired
Yang.
one is Blake.
No, that's Weiss.
Arryn. Aaron Zek.
Aaron.
Yeah.
So you can't read?
Just making sure. You don't know how.
Pay all that money for the laptop. I can't even read this.
I know, man. What the hell?
So 4 people from Ruby is going to be there.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be the main forecast, which is really, really cool. I'm really, really excited because I love that show. That show's a lot of fun. Highly suggest it. If you guys haven't seen it, you guys should definitely go see it.
So what do we think about the new trailer compared to the old trailer?
I say we hopped off of MegaCon. We're supposed to be
Yeah,
talking
you
about Hellboy. So I'm gonna have to see it, obviously, because it looks super, super fun, looks super, super cool. I'm biased towards Ron Perlman Hellboy.
Really?
Because
Yeah,
he's
actually,
amazing.
I really liked it. The problem is though, I'm not against change, and I think David Harbour could absolutely. do a
Hey,
fantastic
welcome
job.
Charlie Humphreys, Dave Reuter, Carol, George, Jorge,
So
and Carmine.
Money now?
Bye, gotta go. Just want to say hi to
He's
everybody.
gotta throw some money.
I think he just like hopped into someone's podcast and was just like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like,
No, see here's the
do
thing
that.
with Facebook. When you start a watch party on your own channel, on your own Facebook page, you actually can turn your camera on and actually talk while they're talking. Wow. Yeah, it's a picture. It's like a picture to
That's total
picture.
Inception right there.
That's yeah. I'm telling you.
Get sucked
I
into this.
think that would annoy me.
Nope.
Live on live on.
So you
live.
like the
well,
Ron
then can
Perlman.
somebody do a watch party of
I
your
like Ron
watch party?
So he's Ron Perlman. I'm kind of biased towards the new guy. I really liked him in Stranger Things.
But
you don't know it's
done
him.
anything else?
No, but
So like that's one.
was there really
show.
any acting in the first Hellboy? I mean,
Yes.
you just basically had to swing around a sword.
Ron
and,
Perlman's done a lot.
I know.
Ron
Ron
Perlman
Perlman's
is
acting
he has.
freaking amazing. No, I mean this guy.
If we're looking,
Like-
if you're looking at Ron Perlman's resume versus
done?
David
Okay.
Harbour,
He was in
like
a
you've
James
got
Bond
stacks
movie.
on stacks on stacks versus
Stacks
Suicide
on
Squad.
stacks on stacks.
well, at
I
least
mean,
in
he's
Stranger
been in
Things.
little stuff.
I
So
forgot
the
he
thing
was
is-
in Suicide Squad.
Give him a chance. Give him a
What's the
chance.
thing
He's
was
got a great voice. He's in a
That's the thing.
bodysuit.
We're not
So he's
saying-
going to be swinging around a sword that's obviously going to be CGI'd. I mean, obviously they're not going to light it on fire and he's killing.
Why not?
Method acting.
You know, so it's basically he's pretending to be a superhero, which I think he's got the height for it. Definitely, I like his voice in Stranger Things. He's got a very deep voice, so they're gonna auto tune that.
I was like,
Obviously,
no one's ripping on the fact that it's going to be that he could be good. We all have faith in the movie. It's like, I have total faith. I'm like, I think he can do it. Yeah, he can rock it. Hellboy's a cool character, and he
Great
fits,
comic.
Yeah, I was say he fits the description. He's just got to act it now. It's just up to him. Everything else in the movie looks fantastic. I have no complaints. I think it's really, really funny how they're still operating out of garbage trucks as their secret security service, even though they're walking out of garbage trucks with guns.
does Hellboy
like
have
full-blown rifles?
any
I'm
other
like,
emotion besides angry?
No.
That's all he is in Stranger Things, anyways. And he's smoking the whole time.
He
in Stranger
has
Things.
he has compassion.
So they're
towards
like,
cats.
who can
Well,
we
he
get?
smokes in this too.
Right.
Cigars the
So
whole
it's
time.
it's
Loves
just like
some
normal to him. It's a normal everyday thing for him now.
It's really weird that Hellboy's a protector of animals
He loves cats.
and birds. She's gonna eat the bird. And she's like, they're like, no. He's like, he's gonna eat the cat. And he's like, he walks over. He's like, no, I'm gonna walk over and stop it. And I'm just like, my boy, the right hand of doom is just like, I'm watching you, Peter.
I like how he grows his horns, though. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, full power.
Because it reminds
He's gotta
me
shave
of,
them down every now and then.
Yeah, exactly. Don't think
Yeah, but he wasn't supposed.
He break. Well, the thing is in Hellboy 2 they showed off. They showed that he has to continuously keep shaving them
Or else
down
he'll
or they
go
grow back.
full blown.
Yeah.
Yeah, max power
Murder.
basically. It's
Yeah.
just. I think it's really, really funny how they're like, yeah, man. They're like, he's got to constantly keep shaving him down. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And they're like, unless you go Super Saiyan mid-fight, which in that case, they just kind of pop right back on. I'm like, now why though? Now what are you accomplishing by shaving him down? Just like, yeah, you lose your temper.
They pop right back up.
And I'm like, then why bother?
Yeah, like a spawn of Satan or something like that.
Well, he's Hellboy. So
He's
when
the
he
son of a
when he
demon.
Son of-
when he comes back, he's supposed to have his full horns. That's when he gets his crown and power.
I don't remember if he's a halfling or not. I think he's a halfling. No, because he's a prince.
No, he's
He's
full,
full demon.
He's full demon. Remember,
I say
because
he's a
like the
prince of
intro
something
was
or
like
another.
That's why he has a little
star
tail.
crown.
Listen,
and
man,
everything.
Dark Horse has rewritten him like 9,000 times, and I don't have the dexterity to read through all of them again and be like, oh, so this is the origin story we're going with. Cool.
Well, just have the dexterity.
Because some of them are just like, oh,
Anyway,
yes,
let's move on.
Demon Mother, and I'm like,
So, Dill, what was the game that you brought in tonight?
oh, we're jumping to that. Well,
Yeah.
we're going to use that when you need a break.
Oh,
It's a
I
few
need a
minutes.
break. I'm tired.
Okay, cool. The game I'm bringing is Devil May Cry 5. It was an absolute ton of fun so far. I'm really, really excited to talk more about it. I have a short featured presentation for you, already pre-prepared with audio and everything, because there's a few things that I want to show about the game that I'll explain more in the video. So, Rob, I've talked long enough just to give you time to cue that up.
Oh, you know what? Hey, I didn't put it over in the freaking thing. So, Dill, what was the game that you brought in tonight?
Oh,
Give Rob time to put
You're
that
gonna need
over
to
there
go into
because
that.
it all came in last minute. What can I do?
I put it in at 5:30.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was trying to get Bree's pictures that never showed up.
That ain't my deal.
Oh, that sucks.
Boy, if
This is
only
so
someone
sad.
could go into the player drive in the Nerd Talk folder, into the Dylan folder, then pull out the DMC5 in all caps nerd.
So what is the game?
Devil May Cry is the continuation of the Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry 5, believe it or not, it sounds really weird, is the continuation of the Devil May Cry series.
So
It the fifth
is he
installment of
crying
the game.
because they replaced Ron Perlman?
No, their whole deal. The whole
Yeah.
deal of Devil May Cry
what I was
is they
thinking.
slaughter demons. That's just it.
Slaughter demons.
So basically, demons in this have resurfaced to the world. They come to the world and they cause a bunch of mischief. And these guys are quite literally the best demon hunters known to date.
Wow.
The church is like, you guys want to work for us? And they're like, absolutely hell no. I'm like, no, because they all have traces of demon of them.
Okay.
There's two. I can't really go into the story much to it because I don't know it as well. To be completely honest with you, this is my first Devil May Cry game, and I was afraid coming into it I wouldn't have a good.
You scared? You scared? You scared of the devil?
Can you mute him real quick so we can actually get through a sentence? I was afraid that I was going to come into this and not know enough of the lore and the story behind things. It was a bit of a pain because I'm like, there's 4 games I have to catch up on. I'm like, I really don't feel like coming in. Devil May Cry actually took care of that right there for you on the main screen, on the main menu. It goes, new to the game, catch up, and it gives you a quick summary of the previous 4 games to completely catch you up.
Okay.
On the game. It was really, really well done.
You getting close, Rob? Oh, all right, let's play that bad boy.
Nerd Talk. All right, I am bringing you guys a very special game, one which I haven't actually played too much in the past, but after playing this one, I am thoroughly enjoying myself, catching up on the lore. This has been a fun ride so far. I am bringing to you Devil May Cry 5, the latest installment in the Devil May Cry series, where we follow Nero and his friend Nico as they battle demons and aim to save the world. You know, the typical genre and trope for this this kind of genre. Alright, so this is a typical hack and slash. It's if you liked the Metal Gear Vengeance series, if you liked playing as Raiden, you're gonna enjoy this. Obviously, if you enjoyed the Devil May Cry series beforehand, you're gonna freaking love this. This is exactly what you're looking for in a game. The game is pretty interesting so far from what I found out and what I played, and I also like the dynamic music on it. We'll get to all of that here shortly. The characters are fantastic. You see, you guys can't hear this, but I can hear all the audio from this, and it's beginning to start playing the higher ranking songs. And what I mean by that is, as you perform your combos, the song improves. It sounds more clear. The beat is faster. It's more. It's kind of hard to describe. It just sounds overall better. They kind of alter it more and more and more with the upgrades of combos between your dismal rating and your crazy, up to badass, up to apocalyptic, and then I think it's like sweet, sexy sweet, and then it's like sweet sexy skills. Oh, I'm sorry, 6 skills is the double S. You can go all up to the triple S rank, and this game's a blast so far. It's very hack and slash like. The atmosphere is very dark, so to speak, but it's pretty humorful. I know it's really hard to say, but the devil hunters themselves, such as Nero, the one you see flipping through the air right now, they have this lighthearted, carefree attitude that I think is absolutely fantastic. And the fact that you can play through multiple characters is fantastic as well. Now, I'm not entirely too far. I'm only probably about 2 hours into the game. As I said, it just came out last night at midnight, and I don't get games early because I'm not that famous yet. Needless to say, the game is fantastic so far, and I'm loving every second of it. So far, the 2 characters I've been able to play as is Nero and V. I have a gameplay of both of them coming here shortly in the video. Just hang out and wait for those if you want to see those. Minor spoiler warning ahead. There's no really big spoilers here yet, but you'll see those pick up a little bit more as you'll see a few bosses in the future and that. So if you want, you can, mute this or you can just listen to it, your choice. I promise the spoilers will be an absolute minimum. I cut a lot of the story stuff out so you guys can continue watching this. I also love that this game does not promote smoking or the use of cigarettes. That is fantastic. Of course, you're going to throw the Devil May Cry in there. I'm probably going to shut up here for a second because I want you guys to be able to hear the audio as you're playing. Oh, no. This is just the damage scene. Yeah. So, your first little mini-boss you get a hold of here. This is a lot of fun. It teaches you the mechanics of dodging and revving his Red Queen sword. It's definitely a unique design, having an engine on your sword purely to heat it up and light your blade on fire. It makes for a lot of fun.
I'm bringing the fire.
I'll probably end up letting some of this audio play through just with the fact that I like their dialogue, and I want some of the audio that you hear from the game kind of carry over. I want you guys to be able to, experience it the same way I did. You can hear the music in the back has a slow start to it. It's not like fantastic. It's not super in depth yet. But as combos go up, you'll begin to experience it as well. So I'm going to give you guys a second to watch.
Like that? And have some more. I gave you that one. Yeah, damn it. Yeah. They're everywhere.
So as I let you hear right there, the audio begins to really pick up and really ramp up as you play. It's really interesting, actually. As you saw me go from from D to C to B tier, you can kind of hear the music pick up and change and alternate based on how I'm playing. I think ultimately it's an incredible experience to pay attention to. This is also another fantastic idea that they've implemented. You can see the the style ratings and whatnot. There's been a few times where I've definitely messed up my own combos, and it was pitiful to say the least. This is right after our first upgrade, so I'm literally just practicing out random stuff straight out of the lab, basically. It's just beautiful. Once again, I'm going to stop talking here for a second and kind of let you guys listen to the audio pick up. And I'll have footage of V here shortly after so that you can do the same for him as well. Now, in terms of difficulty, real quick to jump in, you'll have to excuse my poor performance as I'm only a few hours into the game. Here we have the footage of V, and I just kind of want to show off a little bit and show off what he can do. This is a crazy character. So you have two different styles of formatting. You have Dante, or not Dante, you have Nero, who is your sword and your guns. He is slicing and dicing, but he's close range. He's right up in your face, he's fighting. V plays a little bit more peculiar. He's a summoner. He has three different summons. He has Shadow, his cat, the bird, and then Nightmare. Nightmare is a very interesting. You saw that creature right in front of me, the lumbering monstrosity. It's such a unique design and playstyle. You see us actually beating the boss here. I kind of just want to show this off. This is one of the bosses in the game. Spoiler, I win. Very, very cool. Very, very interesting. Like the idea that his shadows can't kill them, but we have to. So we have to finish him off. Oh, and by the way, just to show off real quick, my performance earlier was awful. So now that I got a little more comfortable with and a little bit more comfortable with this style of gameplay, for example, all of a sudden I didn't play this. I'll just show off that I popped off and got myself a rockin' double S. Here's that.
Pardon me.
Yeah, that's right. Look at me go. Damn, I'm good at this game now. All in all, guys, this game is fantastic. I highly suggest giving it a shot.
Hey!
Oh.
No, we're back.
Rob wasn't listening to that audio because I just got cut off mid-sentence, and I know I did.
He's from...
Because I go on to talk for...
It ended.
It shouldn't have. There was still
30 seconds. Oh, okay.
No, there's still because the thing is, I was there's more. To run down real quick. What I was showing off because I didn't see my arrow up here, which means I never got to mention it. If you missed out on the other 4 games and you want to pick this one up, I absolutely recommend it. Only for the fact of there is a quick history of DMC. It's about a 15-minute video, and quite literally it runs through everything with you. It covers all the previous games. It gives you who each of the characters are, and quickly walks you through what they've been through all the way up until this point. So you're not behind at all. You'll be missing little tidbits of information here and there, but it's nothing like detrimental to the story. So you can still go through hack and slash and have a fantastic time. I have 4 hours in the game right now, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. I don't think it's too difficult. It's not. It's certainly you can put it on like easy, but me being the person I am, I immediately put it on hard because I don't want an easy experience.
How's the music in it?
Fantastic. It's this weird mixture of like that. Well, anybody who was watching the video got to hear. It's this awesome like mixture of death metal and techno.
Well, no,
so
past years, a band Comic
cool.
Christ did the music, did a full album for it before.
Right. Of course, you'll say Double Trigger, the song from the previous games, makes its comeback. It's one of the songs you play when you're playing Nero. It plays during his combo build-up, so it's really, really cool. It's a nice song. I don't mind it too much. I actually like it a lot, to be completely honest with you. V's whole mechanic, I like him a lot. I think he's, as much as I like the whole revving sword, I think I like V's gameplay the most because I think of summoners is really, really cool. And having a bird, a tiger, and a giant monster they just named Nightmare. I'm like, it's so much fun. And the way that Nightmare comes in is really, really funny. Is some situations Nightmare acts like a complete and utter goon and just like belly flops onto the ground and picks himself up. Then there's other times where you summon a meteor, the meteor lands, dealing damage to everybody, and then Nightmare unravels himself from a ball. And then like the creepiest one I've had was I was inside a cave. I'm like, I wonder how it's going to summon him. A portal just opens up and you see him like pry open a portal. He just steps out like, excuse me, I'm here to help the boss. And then he just, King Kong smashes everybody. I'm like, what an entrance. That was awesome. Like he comes busting through walls and stuff from time to time. And I'm like, I don't think there's any like negative to summoning him. He's funny every time he comes in and he's super helpful. There is upgrades in the games because it does have some RPG elements to it. You can upgrade your skills, access move sets. For example, one of V's special abilities I really, really like is when you summon him, when you summon Nightmare, you can hop on his back and control Nightmare, which is super, super useful for obviously just like any caster class. If you play D&D or anything like that, your biggest issue is when people come face to face with you, because when it comes to the dude standing there with a giant scythe or a sword, and you're sitting here with your cane, you don't exactly win that fight. Nope. So being able to hop up onto a giant monster while he's busy fighting kind of keeps you safe for the time being. I know I have that problem still is always sitting here macroing everything like, yeah, I'm like the bird kill him, I'm like you kill him, and like V's this whole like casting system to it. It looks really, really cool. And then suddenly, next thing you know, Jackass the cleaver behind me just thwops me on the back of the head, and I'm like. If you all will excuse me, I need the bird to come pick me up. I think the dodging is really, really cool. For Nero, it's just, you just like dash to the side or roll to the side. No. Via's got too much style for that. And apparently scoliosis.
Come on.
The bird just flies over. He puts his hand up and goes... The bird comes up, picks him up, and like carries him somewhere else. And I'm just like, that's a pretty cool dodge animation about like a giant demon falcon swoop in and pick you up and take you out of the way. The tiger becomes like this like weird like black wave of dust under your feet, so like you're floating, and he carries you out of the way of damage. So V never sprints; he just like walks. He just walks everywhere. But like he needs to go fast. His sprinting animation, I shit you not, is the tiger turns into a dark cloud. And you just step on the cloud and ride the cloud wherever you need to go. He just goes tap, tap, and next thing you know, there's this cloud underneath him. He's going to get whisked away, just going. And he pulls out a book like an asshole and just starts reading while he's going. He's like,
so he's a Saiyan.
Yeah, but he has a Nimbus just carrying him around.
That's awesome.
I think, and the problem is as much as I like the character, I know he's not. I have this really, really bad feeling. You never trust a character who doesn't need his cane. Like, if he's not, like, they're like, I was like, oh, it's like time for a fight, and he whips his cane up into his hand. It's like, all right, time to fight. And he uses like a wand. I'm just sitting here like, why carry the cane if you don't need it? And he was like, kinda need it. I'm like, you were just sprinting a few seconds ago, just fine. You don't need the cane.
Like, he's floating.
No, he sprints like, like in the cutscenes you see him sprint. Like he starts off sprinting every now and then immediately the shadow is just like, I have to help you, and gets underneath him and carries him. It's kind of cool though because it looks like he's surfing. Because like every now and then he puts his hands out and just like, woo, nice. And I'm just like, wait, you're actually just surfing on a little wave of darkness. It's just like, I am the most evil darkness there is. I'm just like, you're a little wave.
So is it available for Xbox?
Xbox, PlayStation 4, Steam, and not the Switch. It's not a Nintendo product, even despite being Capcom.
So how much is it?
$60. It is a full price game.
$60.
Replayability, because your difficulty changes your endings. Well, not so much the endings. It changes how things happen. So, for example, if you're playing on normal or the low easy, enemy spawns are different, item spawns are different, everything is different.
Okay, so Rob, put up the social media post and let Brad read it.
Congrats, dude.
That's awesome! Wow. How about that?
I could barely read that, but
I like Brad's.
I had to read it because it said, "Hey, tell Brad." I was like, "Oh no, what's this?" But it was good news. Congrats.
Good news.
No, I could barely read it.
You
so
hit him with
that first part.
Well, what you said about kids earlier, no.
I said don't assume. I stopped at the ASS part.
No, you said my kids are.
Awesome.
So awesome.
You just fused. You know.
They are awesome. You should meet them.
I like
he's
that
laughing. He
thing.
goes, my bad.
I like that
My
fusion
bad.
word.
Yeah, yeah.
No, Joshua, you're
That's
good.
my niece in a nutshell.
Oh, they're great when they're with me, not when they're on their parents.
Right.
Got those.
So is it multiplayer?
Okay. I don't actually know how to answer that. Only for the fact of I don't know.
Okay.
So
You don't know.
So as I'm playing last night, the game I finished one of the missions, and it goes, "Hey, you want to tell your partner that they were," because the whole idea is behind the ranking system, like the D, C, B, A, S, double S, and triple S. Is how stylish your combos were, and extending them, keeping them alive without getting hit, and doing new moves to keep it going up higher and higher. I'm like, okay. I'm like, sure, that makes sense to me. When I finished the game, it goes, hey, it's like, you want to tell your partner they were stylish? And I'm just like, my partner? And goes, yeah, Zarathi. And I'm like, was I supposed to be seeing another person? Were you somewhere in the game with me? I didn't notice you.
And you're talking to your television saying this, right?
Rob said it says single player or multiplayer.
Yeah, 1 to 3 players online.
I know it says online multiplayer.
Awesome.
But here's the thing. If I was supposed to see them, I fucking didn't. I don't know where they were. Apparently, I was able to tell them, good job, man. You were stylish. Here's some extra bonus points. And I'm sitting here like, I never saw you. What were you doing? Is there a microphone? There is. And I found out there's a push-to-talk button. I'm like,
what? Wow.
Are you somebody helping you the whole time and you didn't
That's
even
why
know
you succeeded so much.
You say help? But
That's why he was good at the game.
The thing is, you say help. All I know is I killed everything myself. I'm like, I guess Jackass was somewhere in the level helping me. Where, I don't know, but he was somewhere. And I'm able to tell him, he was, hey man, you were stylish. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'll give it to you, buddy. I hope you return and give me the stylish. I get out of the match, and it's like your partner, Zorvath, has named you stylish. I'm like, thanks, I think. I don't know where you were. I don't think we ever saw each other during the mission, but okay.
How weird.
And at first I thought, Zorvath, okay, sure. That's like the name of a demon or something. Like, it's that my cry. We make pacts with demons to help us out in the fight. I'm like, sure, why not? And then the next one was Johnny Sweet 16, and I'm like, I don't think that's the name of a demon.
I'm going to say that. So a comment came across, said, okay, so in Dylan's world, he was kicking ass, but in reality, there was some guy leading the way, killing everything until he got there.
I wish, man. Listen, I am a tank. I rely on my DPS to carry me, but when I have killed everything in the level myself, and then it goes, thank your teammate, and I go,
it's the AI.
Where? It's just
AI
like
was helping you
we had a teammate for you. I'm like, did they not connect? Are they still at the
Did you
beginning
see
level?
the second teammate, Johnny Sweet 16?
No, that's what I'm saying. I've gotten through 5 levels. I'm like, it's like story mission 7 now. I've not seen another teammate, but it keeps saying, rate your teammate stylish. Where are they at, though?
And like, why is that the rating?
I don't... stylish is the whole, like... Because it's a Japanese hack and slash in which the whole deal is you want to score a massive hit combo. So it's like, get up to 100 hits in this combo.
Because I'm thinking like 1970s. You're styling.
Yeah.
Like,
so the bottom line is, good or bad?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I even if you haven't played any of the other Devil May Cries, I highly suggest playing it. It has an M rating. That's there for a reason. The game gets... The demons survive off of blood. So there's a lot of blood. And the main currency is called red orbs, which is hardened blood.
Oh,
and that's what you're using to... Keep in mind, you're also a part demon. You have the blood of a demon inside of you, and that's why you can wield the crazy-ass, like, you know, time-cutting swords without instantly turning to dust like other humans. So it's just like, you know, you still need their blood to power up too. It's just, we use dead humans already. If the demon already collected it, it was just going to go to waste because I'm going to kill the demon. It's just going to sit there for all eternity. I may as well take it for myself.
Well, alrighty then. So that one we're going to run out. Everybody needs to run out and get that bad boy and just get going. Killing demons.
And it's not boring until 120.
yeah, this sounds fun actually, and there's good music. So
You can. I jammed out while I'm sitting here.
All right, so before we go into more games, we're going to jump over to Umbrella
Academy. Yeah, I have more questions.
We're gonna have Rob play that trailer for us real quick, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Sweet. Hey.
I threw him a curveball. I love how.
Right. Surprise.
He's like, where?
In October 1989, 43 women around the world gave birth. None of these women had been pregnant when the day first began.
How much do you want for it? I have adopted 6 children, gifted with abilities far beyond the ordinary. I give you the Umbrella Academy. Does anyone wish to speak?
It was a monster.
Everything about our family is insane. It always has been.
Is that my skirt?
Oh, yeah, this. It's very breathy on the bits.
Nice to see nothing's changed. I jumped forward and got stuck in the future. Do you know what I found? Absolutely nothing.
When's it supposed to happen?
In 8 days.
Oh, shit.
There's someone out there who's trying to stop me from preventing the apocalypse.
We need the full force of the Academy.
Bingo.
Yay, sisters. Yay, sisters.
We're going.
Where?
Save the world.
Oh, is that all?
We're back. So, okay.
so
Bree,
so
let's
this
talk.
was a really
I
good
have
show.
footage of all of them already.
It was. I enjoyed it. It was slow. It was really draggy. It was really slow. It just
Bonnie.
power through it.
I don't think it made it bad though.
No, it didn't. It was a slow. It kind of made it. It's just the way it was, but it was really freaking weird. So
Yeah, that's an understatement.
these kids are born, and the mothers weren't pregnant in the morning.
They're born in 24 hours.
Yeah, but no, not even 24 hours.
Like more like 11. It's just like all right. It's
It was like 11 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
Because
She was
that
talking
girl,
to a guy.
Yeah, she was talking to some guy, and then she hops in the pool, and all of a sudden she's
Her
got
belly
blood
starts
rushing out of her
growing.
stomach
Yeah,
and out
it
of
was
her
nuts.
stuff, and she's like, "Oh no!" But they don't
Insta-born
explain
babies.
it. What happened? Why are they all of a sudden having a whole bunch of babies? And there was some 70 odd babies or something, and he gets 7 of them.
16.
16. Oh, that's right. He had quite a few, and then a lot of them died off, and then there was 7 that stayed. Like, he just went to
And
these
then there
mothers,
was
and he's
7.
like, "How
Well,
much
no,
for
they didn't
it?"
even say they died off. They don't know what happened to them.
Yeah, some of them disappeared, but then there was the 7 base ones, and then the boy Ben
He bought them.
disappeared. Yeah, he bought
How
them
much
from
for
their
the
mother.
baby?
Yeah.
How much for the baby? How much for the baby? How much for
Well,
how much for the little
seeing
girl
as-
and your wife? That's a movie. Blues Brothers.
Seeing as the baby was born in 11 minutes, I don't think she has any kind of maternal attachment.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised he didn't get more, honestly, because what woman is going to be in the morning, she's all fine, and then at the end of the day, she's got this huge responsibility.
Strong,
No, thank
independent
you.
woman working as a journalist at College Humor, and all of a sudden, over the course of 11 minutes,
Well, it happened.
Nope.
Don't ever talk to that boy again.
It's like how much you
Yeah.
want for how much you want for the kid? Just take it.
Right?
honestly,
Just I
later.
Sorcery.
That ain't mine.
$50.
But-
I'll
but
give
they
you
don't
$50 for the
explain
kid.
Why these women all of a sudden got spontaneously pregnant? There's no explanation whatsoever.
It was a miraculous event.
It was a yeah, but I feel like they should explain it because now all the kids have powers. All the kids have different powers,
And that's
except
why
for
they do develop
Vanya.
that. Well, no, she has
But
powers.
she does have
I think
powers,
she
but
has
you don't find
powers.
out.
The medication she's taking is suppressing
It is. It's suppressing her powers.
Yep.
And her story is super cool. And aside from the fact that I really, really like that actress, her story was interesting. I enjoyed it. Now I want to read the comics though, and I've never wanted to read a comic book before, ever in my entire life. But I want to now because I have so many questions.
So here's something funny. I see a guy online that says, once I get Netflix, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
3 of the TVs in the house have
No, the
Netflix
TV down
on
there
it.
does not have it. It needs a password put in. And I asked you for that, and you said no.
I didn't say no.
Yeah, you did. You said if you want to watch Netflix, come up to the living room
I
and
didn't.
watch it there.
You
Yeah, you
ask
did.
me or Cage, who both also have the password written down on
Duh.
our desk specifically for this reason.
Duh.
It's a really weird show.
So how many are you in?
I'm all done. I've watched the
Don't
whole
look back at me. Just look at the camera. I'm watching you.
I've watched all of them. I finished it.
Oh,
I
did you?
finished the
All right.
season.
Me and Rob got into 5.
And Tommy is so pissed because at the very end of the last episode, I shut it off because we had stuff to do. 20 minutes later, he's like, "Okay, let's watch the next one." We can't. It's the end of it. He's like, "No."
You finally got into it, and you're like, yes, I like the show a lot, and it's over.
The last 2-3 episodes are really crazy, and it's Mary J. Blige is the cop lady. Have you seen the cop lady? Yeah, you've seen the black
I've
lady.
seen-
It's Mary
yeah.
J. Blige.
Yeah.
I knew I recognized her. I just couldn't tell who it was.
What's her name in there? Boom Boom or Bam Bam or something like that?
Cha-Cha.
Cha-Cha. I love Cha-Cha.
Yeah. That was
But see, Michelle says I can't get into the Umbrella Academy even though I love Ellen Page.
It's funny. I'm the exact opposite. I got really, really into it despite despising Ellen Page.
I like her as an actress, but I don't
She's an obnoxious.
I'm waiting for her to be pregnant.
I have words for Ellen Page and are not TV sensitive. Because the thing is they're like, oh yeah, Ellen Page made this big deal after Beyond Two Souls came out, which is a fantastic story-based game, and she voice acted one of the characters, and they modeled it after her, so that it would match her voice. After the game's been out for like 4 months, she tried to like write up a lawsuit saying I didn't give you permission to model it after me, and they're just like, yes, you did. It's in the contract you signed. She's like, no, it isn't. And he goes, it's right there. The lawsuit got dropped, and I'm just like, why would you bring that up? Like, it made like it was making
so
huge news on
weird.
Reddit, and I'm like, why would you make big waves for no reason?
Because she was Juliet herself.
It's because just like it's like because I haven't been in a movie since.
No, she Julietted herself. What is it? What's that guy's name on?
Jesse Smollett.
Yeah. She smollett herself.
That's a bigger mistake.
16 counts.
Holy.
He's going to prison.
Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. But it I think Rob and I got 5 in. We didn't get the problem with us is we don't get to watch it. We play it on the big TV out here,
and you
just
have
let
to
stuff
pay
go.
attention.
So yeah, I like
Thanks
it.
for watching the show. Apparently, you just started watching according to Facebook.
Just now.
Yeah, just now. You can respond.
And I'm watching on both.
Oh, so now it's ping ponging. Good job.
It's confused. It doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Thanks, Apple
whatever.
products.
Is Bree not paying attention?
This
again?
one's Apple. This one's not.
Oh, there's your problem.
Right, probably.
That needs to not be Apple too. Just.
You're high.
No, this one's new. I like that. This one runs faster than everything else that I own.
Sells for more. Buy one that's cheaper but better.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You say no.
I like it though. I
But,
mean, it runs great.
Cheaper and better.
Yeah. All right.
How much cheaper?
$400.
Wow. Razer phone,
actually,
right?
it's $800 now because
Razer phone?
of the deals they're having. Yeah.
Nice.
For until oh yeah, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, until the end of I think it's like March 31st from Best Buy, you can buy the unlocked version of this for $300 cheaper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Go and buy it.
Yeah, but who would want one?
They've already proven that it's better than the newest iPhone. So.
No, the camera's not.
Yeah, I would double check that one.
I'll put the 10 up against it any day.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I'm not Chief. I'm your dad. Bitch.
Saying it, Chief.
So is it worth
So
watching?
anyway,
I think it's worth watching. Oh, so
it is
now
worth
it's
watching.
saying that you're watching. It is worth watching. I think I enjoyed it a lot. It was really good. It took sitting down for and really getting into and really focusing on because it was slow. It was draggy.
Yeah, the first two is like, oh my God, get on with it.
Right. Well, and then you end it, and I have so many more questions than I did when we started.
Read
like they
the
jump
comics.
over so much. I know. I'm gonna have to read the comics.
Does that mean that it would push you to watch season 2 if it came out?
Oh, 100%. And that's its purpose.
Then it is accomplished what it wants
I
to
don't
do.
think it's going to answer all the questions. Like
It's not.
No,
it's
gonna.
not.
If anything, it's gonna raise more. It'll answer some of them,
no,
but
it's
it'll
going
raise
to
even
answer
more.
a lot because, and no, I don't want to spoiler it for you guys, but it ends very interesting, and I don't know.
Really?
I definitely want to watch the next season
sure?
of it.
You positive?
Yeah.
You sure?
So is it going to run on like 9 seasons
No.
and then be
No,
lost?
I doubt it.
Okay, so
It's going to be like Lost.
no,
It's going to be like, oh, hey, you
Oh,
guys
God,
were
no.
asleep.
God.
on
There's
Lost.
definitely
So
a
stupid.
lot that can be done with it, but without reading the comics, I don't know
okay.
Gerard Way
where
to
it
take
can.
So hold
go.
on. Okay, we're gonna stay on the world. We're gonna stay in the world of Netflix because, including Umbrella. So, did anybody watch The Magicians?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Good show.
Okay, so it was good, right? Did anybody watch The Order?
I just watched
I
episode
want to see
1,
this.
2, and 3 today.
Just all The Order is a remake of The Magicians. All The Magicians is a remake of, or Umbrella is a remake of the Magicians, but they had superpowers instead of magical powers. Netflix is losing ideas.
But The Magicians
It's all the same.
is sci-fi.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi show.
But it's okay. But again, it's all the same realm. It's like Netflix can't come up with anything original anymore.
Umbrella Academy is Netflix though. It's supported by Netflix, but it's not written by Netflix. It's written by
But
Gerard
it's still
Way.
the same
It says
thing.
Netflix original.
I can watch.
Yeah,
I can watch.
only on
because
Netflix.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I've watched the Umbrella. I have watched Umbrella. I've watched The Order, and I've watched Magicians. It's the same storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably. Like I think
it's like they can't come up with something new.
The Magicians was cool. The way I described it when I was talking about it the other day to people is, I'm like, so Hogwarts is K through 12, or is like middle school through high school, and then the Magicians is just what happened, the college years.
Right.
And
same thing with The Order.
Their shit, and they're just like, well, all right. And they're like, that explains it. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, they're all.
But there's people that. I liked The Magicians. I enjoy that show.
I did too. But
I'm not saying I didn't like it.
My favorite thing is ripping on things that I like.
Wow.
I'm not ripping on them.
Yeah,
I liked all three.
I know the reason.
But they're just all the same.
The reason why I was saying it's just Harry Potter, the college years.
It really is.
like it's just, like we're experimenting with drugs.
Well, especially The Order,
like cool
because The Order's got golems, it's got magicians, and it's got werewolves, and there's one more thing in there too. It's they even made a mannequin come to life, right? Was that what it was?
Well, they made it to episode 3.
Oh, okay. Oops, sorry.
No, it's all right. No worries.
Made a mannequin come.
Sorry.
No, it's all good, man.
But it's good. They're all good. It's just I'm sitting there going, why does this look familiar? I'm like, magicians. Got it.
I think that the main character, like I said earlier, I think the main character of that is the brother to the guy who stars in Magician.
Yeah.
He looks so much like him.
Oh, almost identical.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, hey Rob, I got pictures. Show the pictures of both. Like do the Magicians first as a group, and then show the group of the Order. And you're like, I almost thought, is that the same cat? I don't know if it's the same dude or not. I don't know. That's
that
fine.
guy from The Magicians is married to Rachel Brosnahan from.
So there's the Magicians, right? Oh, where's the guy at?
Yeah, where is he?
Yeah, show a different picture of the Magicians.
God, he was on the
there
right.
He is, right there on the end. See there?
Look at those outfits.
Now go to the Order and look how close.
That's how I dress.
That's kind of a cool shot.
It really is.
Yep. See,
it's almost like
this.
Same guy.
Holy crap! It's like, really? All right.
What is this? Is this The Order?
Yeah,
that's The Order.
All right, this looks like the Disney Channel exclusive version of The Magicians. Everything kind of downgraded a little bit, and they used their own home actors.
Yeah.
That's the way that I can describe that. It's just like, what's that? You wanna watch that one Nickelodeon show,
It's
H2O?
Sam
Why don't
from True Blood?
Yeah.
Is the guy.
On which one?
The Order.
Really?
Yeah.
Everybody's on their phones looking. Oh, is it really?
Right?
Is it really?
Really?
I like him.
Oh my!
I like him a lot.
Disney. Can I roll through that one? I don't know. I didn't watch True Blood.
I didn't either.
I watched the first couple seasons. It was all right.
Oh yeah.
The only reason why I didn't watch True Blood is because their fangs were like right in the front, and they were like little needles.
Yeah, they had the Nosferatu thing going on.
I can't watch it.
It was all about the
started
sex.
reading the True Blood books. Sookie is, if possible, even more annoying in the books than she is in the TV show. I hate her character. 100%. Like, she is the worst character ever. She is horrendous. Sookie.
I think they did that on purpose.
I
think
enjoyed
they did
Eric
too.
the Vampire. Eric was awesome.
Well, yeah.
And the werewolf.
Well, again.
Every show, every series, every book, every movie, every game, they all have to have a character that when you see him, you just want them to get their
But,
face
like, she's
bludgeoned
the
in.
primary
And they never do.
character.
Yeah, that's Joffrey.
She's but she's like, she is the main character. Everything centers around her, and she is the worst.
What drives me crazy about her is her
terrible.
teeth.
The
that gap in her teeth.
See, I don't even give a shit about that.
The
Dude,
protagonist.
It's just her
You're the
character.
one talking about teeth. Seriously.
The protagonist in Devil May Cry 5, which is Nero, is still an obnoxious little shit. Like, you want him to grow up a little because he's like, I'll just cocky and sit back and talk with the demon. Watches his friend get flung across the city. Oh.
Well,
If I wasn't
in
talking
True
shit, I
Blood,
probably could've
everybody
stopped that.
likes the virgin girl that got turned into a vampire. The redhead.
Yeah, Jessica.
yeah. Yeah. She was also
Yeah.
in Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but also like just
Is that the one
Suki
whose
is
name was
all
an appetizer?
pure and perfect and
Nacho nachos.
and then in an instant she is this skank, and it's awful. She's so horrible, but she's still stupid. She is so dumb blonde.
Who's this?
Ditzy Suki.
Suki.
She's. I can't.
No, I know who you're talking about. Oh my!
I hate stupid female characters that are just so goddamn stupid.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
moving on.
You must hate generic horror movies because we always have one of those guaranteed.
You gotta have.
But they die. It's okay though because they die.
Like,
I can
what
deal
was
with it.
It was Cabin in the Woods.
Yep.
Made the joke. They say the satire. They broke it down. They're like, the dumb whore has to die at some point, and I'm just like,
yep.
And I'm here like going through all the movies in my head. I'm like,
you're not wrong.
I'm like, you're right. I'm like, that isn't every single trope ever. Oh, it was bad. It was awful. I also liked when they were going through the elevator scene. They were seeing all the, and I'm like, that's a Hellraiser reference. There's a Shining reference. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, they're just gonna hit everything, aren't they? I'm like, they absolutely just hitting everything on the way down. So like, there's a Michael Myers in the back there.
So let's jump over to what Brad wants to talk about because he's got some stuff as well. We'll bring up some of his pictures. Where do you want to start at, buddy?
Let's start with Dark Souls, considering that was that game. First one. Well, actually, it was Demon
Does it scare you, Mikey?
No.
Does it make you frightened at night where you have to have a teddy bear?
I should point out real quick to anybody who doesn't know what the series is about is they are no difficult games. That's their whole.
Are they?
They're not scary. They're not jump scare. The name Dark Souls is a misnomer. It's more called Dark Holes because the brightness is so low you're gonna fall, and you're going to hate yourself as you play it.
Prepare
until
to
you beat
die.
it, and then you have this like every time you beat a boss, you get this weird motivation. Like, yeah, I can do this, and then you get your ass slapped 50 times on the way there, and you're like. Okay, and then you get to the next boss.
It's a controller breaker. So the first one came out for.
Is that why you've only got one?
Right.
One controller.
So it's called Dark Souls. Well, originally the first one was called Demon Souls, which nobody really played. But Dark Souls they came out with on PS3, right?
Yeah.
The first time it came out was PS3, and then they released a sequel. But we'll go ahead and go through the pictures of Dark Souls. So we've got that's one of the bosses in the game. I don't know if there's more pictures of.
Yeah, there's more.
Let's go. Abyss Walker. I actually have a figure.
Show them pictures.
Yeah. So his fight was extremely terrible. I watched it on YouTube and just about like had to turn it off because it's so long and terrible. But
Dylan, you did some gameplay of this, didn't you?
Yes, you've seen me do this. I cleared this whole
thing. This is a rough game.
So this menu screen right here, they have the menu laid out for you, so you see what you have equipped. They show you your potions. They're, it's pretty organized. Later on in the series, they kind of keep it the same. And the newest game that they're releasing, I won't talk about it much, but their menu is it's different.
That's unfortunate. So, this worked well though.
Right. So let's go ahead and go to the next one. It's called Bloodborne. Bloodborne's a fantastic game. It's for PS4.
Now, so here's the thing. Before we go into the third one, we got the trailer for that one.
You've seen any long-time watchers of Nerd Talk, and back when we would stream, we've actually seen you play this game too.
Bloodborne, you played this one, right? You did a lot of stuff on it.
Completed on stream, I did.
Yeah.
This one is a very brutal game. You die, you have to go back and collect your souls, or I guess their souls or energy.
Blood echoes.
Yeah, echoes. And if you die again on the way to collect your echoes, they're gone forever.
Echoes, by the way, just so you know, are for buying items, upgrading your items, upgrading your health, upgrading your stats. They're all incredibly important. That's why you gotta farm them.
So basically, you run around this stage, killing all of these monsters over and over and over again to amass this large quantity of echoes to enhance your character. I've actually done that for about an hour. I played for an hour just farming these. And I died over a stupid mistake, and went back to get my body and died again on the way there. So I wasted my life, an hour's time farming these things, and they're gone. So I haven't played Bloodborne
That's
since.
not a double entendre. I have never heard one in my entire life. Right there, I've wasted my life and I've wasted my hour. Well, yeah, you did.
Yeah, it was terrible. So
listen to this. Listen to this guy right here. You see what he did wrong. Is he farmed blood echoes for points. You just go through base stats. Don't increase anything but your health and whatever your main stat is. Nothing else.
I see a head-to-head coming.
Yeah, I didn't actually have anybody to play with at the time, so I didn't even know Dylan. So I mean, I didn't have that guru knowledge in the background saying, "Don't do that."
It's a good thing because we have a friend who has not finished Bloodborne either. His name is Dylan. He hasn't finished Dark Souls 3 either, and I call him a shitter because of it. Because it's step up, finish the game. It's not that hard. The Dark Souls franchise is known to be buggy, but it's also known it's very, very simple. There's nothing super complex about it. It is dodge when you dodge and punish the enemy. All bosses have some kind of downtime. You wait out the downtime. You wait for them to swing. They miss their swing because you've now timed your roll, which has invincibility for him, so the swing will go right through you. They have to recover from the swing. You bop them twice, and then you let them swing again. You dodge again. You bop them twice, and you rinse and repeat that process until they die.
There's also RPG elements to it, so like you can increase specific stats. You can acquire different weapons. You can get.
Had all this.
You can have a strategy and a character design. Whereas if you go into the next game that From Software is releasing on the 22nd, called Sekiro, they don't have any RPG elements, which is great. They have a tier system. There's different tiers, so like you got the Shinobi tier, which is more of a stealth. Then you've got prosthetics, which is basically his arm. So his arm contains different kinds of weapons.
Yeah, you can see it in the.
Okay, so before we go on the list, let's play the trailer.
For which one?
This one right here. All right, go ahead, Rob.
Cool.
たとえひとたび破れるとも命を落とし主を必ず取り戻すそれが我が忍びなれば私はかつて修羅を見ました
不思議に確かにもらい受けた
久しいなフクロウのせがれよ
邪魔立てするか巫女の忍び
狼よ我が血と共に生きてくれ
Hey, man.
I'm excited for
that. Looks cool. Couldn't understand a dang word they were saying, but hey.
So the thing about Sekiro, it's not going to be like all the previous games that From Software had. It's a lot different. It's going to have a different feel. There's going to be some feel to it, as in theme. Theme is going to be the same. You're going to still have the artistry that the other games had, which is really gritty and pretty realistic.
The models and attack patterns all still the same.
But it's set in Japan, which is a really nice change from what they've been doing. There's a grappling hook that you get that you saw in the video, and then that is a big change right there because the Dark Souls series, it was mainly just on foot. There was no like getting anywhere fast. I know when you did dodges, it used your stamina, so you could only dodge so many times before you encountered an enemy, and if you had no stamina left, you couldn't dodge their attack.
That's only a little bit.
Right.
That's enough.
In this, in this, there's no dodge or there's no stamina to worry about, so you can just go full blown attacking. Now you do have to block, and what's great about this game, I feel, is it relates to Tenchu. Like, I played Tenchu back in PlayStation 1.
PS1, I remember that.
That was a fantastic game, Tenchu. It was my favorite game of all.
We have the UI pulled up, by the way.
Right.
It looks just like the Dark Souls ones, except swapped.
Yeah. So the menu screen is screen is definitely different.
Yeah, boss's health is at the top now. It looks your health's bottom left instead of top left.
So the very bar,
and your items are bottom right
directly to the top is the boss's guard. So their health bar is to the left, and those little those little red balls, those are the continuation. So the bosses have they have 2 or 3 lives after. So you kill them once, they come back to life. You kill them again, they come back to life.
So like phases.
Right.
That sucks.
Only if they come back to life and they're in the middle of an attack and you're not watching, they can instantly kill you. So you also have a secondary life too. So the game focuses on death. So death used to be like it's a sign of bad. You're a terrible player, like they did in Souls, where you showed like the sword in the ground. It was like, haha, he died. Well, this is like you die.
The bonfire.
You die strategically to a huge hit, only to come back to where you catch the boss or the enemies off guard. So, I mean, that's all I had to talk about. It comes out on the 22nd. I am really excited to get my hands on it.
Are you pumped? Pumped?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
He's going to pump you up.
It's made by FirmSoft, so there's some guarantees as to what we can expect. We can expect falling through the map. We can expect to say the word "that's bullshit." That didn't hit me. We can absolutely expect that totally hit. We can totally expect his health bar is empty. Look at it. That's not even a sliver. That's gone. You can expect people to be saying that. We can expect rage compilations, I'm sure, because that's for any hack and slash. Broken controllers.
So yeah, that's a breaking controller type game right there. I mean, I'll have to play it for like maybe 15 minutes, put the controller down, walk away, have a coffee,
have a little drink, get back in the game.
Come back, look at it, see if I want to pick it up again.
Though it may not be purely Soulsborne-esque, it still because the models and animation, it still looks punishing. It looks like a Soulsborne game.
So is it going to be multiplayer like Dark Souls was, where people can, if you're friends, they can
summoning and whatnot?
No,
well, invading. Dark Souls, invading, where they come in and kill you.
Yeah, you had invading. You could summon your friends to help out and make the game.
From what I've seen, this is not a multiplayer game. This is a single player game. They didn't implement that.
Console only?
No, it's on PC. Dylan said it's on Steam.
You can't believe everything Dylan says.
Well, I mean,
haven't you learned that yet?
I already paid for it, so
I can
pull up the Steam page for it right now and be like,
yeah, do it. I want to see it.
We got this covered.
Let me see.
Either way, the 22nd can't come fast enough. I mean, it just looks like a great game. So.
Well, you want to know what else is coming out that looks really good? Is Good Omens, the TV show with David Tennant and Michael Sheen. Looks
Good Omens, huh?
Amazing. It's based on a book written by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett, and I just bought the book. It's from 1990, so I'm going to read it before the show comes out.
Nice.
Sekiro will not have any ways of interacting with other players. It will not have any kind of summon system.
I like that. Stay out of my game.
I don't have to worry about getting ganked.
Stay out of my game. Well, don't help me.
No,
don't help me, right?
Don't help you. People could kill you.
Yeah, they
raid
jump into your
game, kill you, and steal your shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was like my favorite.
You know who got their shit stolen in a game? Sheldon.
The great thing is when you invade a world in Dark Souls, unless they have a special item activated, which you can only get like once every now and then, the creatures in the world don't care about you as the invader. Mm-hmm. So I'll sit behind some big ass wolf with my feet up with my massive ultra great sword just chilling on my shoulder going. I see the wolf run down the hall and start attacking the player. I see him come running by us, go da-na-na, da-na-na, and as he turns the corner, just sword to the face, and he dies. And I just grab his stuff and go, all right, cool, thank you, and I leave. And that
You're just mean.
It is the most fun in the world.
You're super mean.
Trolling before Twitter came out.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh, it gets even better. You can like lay down like there's in Dark Souls they got really memey in Dark Souls 3 where you can put like bright colored stones on the floor. And I'd make a path, and people were like, "What's the path?" And then and then you could. It was so great. You could, using a branch, you could transform yourself into like an inanimate object.
So wrong.
So I'd sit there as a tree limb, They come in like looking. They'd be like they'd follow the stones over to a pit and then just kick.
That's about the
off
saddest
edge.
thing I've ever
and
heard.
And then you give them like the salute or something like that, or the. Oh, it's even better because there's no voice chat. You can drop these. You can drop these little rocks, and little rocks will make it like a really awful, distorted noise. But like, thank you.
Okay, so next week we've only got a couple minutes left.
Someone off the edge and doing that.
So next week we will be talking about Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it by next week, sorry, you don't watch the show because we're going to spoil stuff.
I'm also next week. I'm going to share a bunch of Netflix codes to get to super secret genre things. They get so specific.
Which I think you only do that on PC, right? You can't do that on the Xbox.
We'll find out here in a few minutes because we're gonna test it.
I don't know.
Me and Mike will have Battle for Azeroth updates and new raid information as of Tuesday, so I'll have that all recorded and ready to go by Friday.
So you heard it here, folks. That's what he's gonna do. Hold him to it.
You better.
Hold him, Brad. What are you gonna talk about next week?
I don't know. I'm still living today, so I'll let everybody know what I'm talking about next week.
So, shows. Did you hear Arrow got canceled?
It's not getting canceled. It's just end of contract. Done.
Ending.
It's ending.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like, that's kind of pissing me off. You were like, Arrow's getting canceled. I'm like, no, its contract didn't get renewed. Why? DC has got its own streaming platform. No reason to continue it there. Contract's over. Cool. It's done. On to the new platform where Arrow will probably continue at some point.
Did you see
Not
that
right
Disney
away.
is going to cancel their vault and they're going to make everything available all the time
on their own streaming network?
You know what that means? I need to go sell my VHS of Mulan real quick because that's pulling in money. Have you seen the articles on that?
Mm-mm.
Some people are selling with their old VHSs for like Mulan.
Oh yeah,
and
the
they're selling
ones
for like
with
$1,000.
the special little things on them. My
Black
mom
Diamond.
gave all of our freaking all of our VHS to my older sister.
I don't know
when
where
her
all of our
sons
Disney
were
VHSs
little.
went, but
they're
that's
gone.
some quick money for me right there. It's
They're
just like, hold
gone.
on.
She didn't keep them. They've moved like 500 times since then.
I may have a box full of all of them.
I totally checked my Harry
All right,
Potter
well, we
book.
got 30 seconds left. With that being said,
We're out of
It's only
time.
worth 100.
we're out of time. Yeah, we could even gone longer, but we're not gonna. It's an hour and a half, and I'm hungry.
We'll eat some food ourselves. All right, guys.
I hope you guys have a good week.
Everybody, we'll see you next week. Love y'all. Hashtag nerdites. Hashtag nerdosphere. Bye.